We in the building.
We in the building.
And this is yours, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dang, my damn claps. Oh, there you go.
The skibbity claps. You gotta get them right, man.
Skibbity claps. Skibbity claps. Skibbity claps. Skibbity claps. Yeah, I don't do it like last time. Shit, the last time I was in the podcast, he's like, yeah, here's your boy. I'm thinking it was his. I'm like, man.
Sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, sitting there the whole time. Like, this nigga gonna drink. I'm 30. I don't know who took a sip out of this.
Right.
Like, I don't want to drink after no grown man.
Right.
But anyway, welcome, man. Welcome to this week edition of the Try Hip Hop Podcast. It's your boy Howie, my man.
Kurt.
Fix this shit.
What's up, y'all? This is episode 162.
162.
We in the building.
And
we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yep.
You know, it's a lot of stuff to cover. It's been a heavy week, man. How was your week this week?
Well, it's just trying to keep hope alive with school.
Keep hope alive.
All it is, man. It's just been crazy. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's been okay. I mean, just sometimes I'm towards the end of this semester, and it just seems like sometimes it just gets like there's certain things you starting to see, and it's like, man, you get kind of discouraged. But I'm gonna keep on fighting, though. That's all we can do.
I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. So it is what it is, but you keep holding your head up and, like you said, keep hope alive, like Jesse used to say.
Keep hope alive.
You know, keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
All right.
The Rainbow Coalition.
Yes, sir. But yeah, this is episode 162. You know, we got a lot to talk about. My week was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how was your week? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good, man.
You can call me out on that shit. You fucking insensitive fuck. How come you didn't ask me about? Anyway.
But my week was pretty good, man. It went by kind of fast, you know.
Yeah.
And, got a new schedule coming up with work, so that's going to help out a little bit. You know, we can do the show a little bit more on the weekends. So starting in May, we're going to be doing the show on Saturdays.
On Saturdays, look like that.
Yeah, let's clap that up.
So now you can get everything at the end of the damn week.
Yeah.
So it's like think of us as being who's my man to do the wrap up now, not
Uncle Murder.
Yeah, just think of us as Uncle Murder on Saturday.
The weekly wrap up.
Yeah, we do the weekend. Yeah, we do the week wrap up on the
man.
weekend. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah, man.
We got to get we got to get like a green screen behind us so we can put shit in the background. I want to do one of those one day.
Yeah, we actually, they said that it don't necessarily have to be like.
No?
You just get like a green sheet.
Yeah, I heard about that. You can use anything green as long as it's good and solid, you know.
Yeah,
so yeah, we might have to do something like that, man.
Yeah, I think T. Lynn, shout out to her. She, I think she told.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I think she did. Yeah,
I don't remember she telling me, but unless I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to T. Lynn. We appreciate you. So before we go too far, we gotta give some condolences to a couple of people we lost. First of all, another figure in hip hop, you know, that made a lot of noise while he was here, which is my man Black Rob from Bad Boy Entertainment. Rest in peace to him. Hate that we lost him. He was around the same age as DMX. He was 51, and DMX was 50. It's really sad that, you know, we lost them so close together. But, you know, Black Rob was, you know, he did his thing. From what I understand, he was very sick. He had kidney failure, and he had been going through a lot of medical issues, but he was also homeless, from what I understand. So he was struggling to find a place to live. So it's like, damn, I don't know the history of what happened, but I feel really bad, you know, to know somebody who had a dope hit song, you know what I mean, to be homeless and struggling like that and sick. So, you know, condolences to his family. And then also, yesterday we found out we lost another young black female named Micaiah Bryant. She was only 15. The story goes that she was about to get jumped by some girls from school or something like that. Some girls she knew from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And to try to protect herself, she called the police, but she also had a knife to keep them back off of her. And when the police got there, since she had the knife, they shot her a little prematurely. The way they described it, they said that I didn't see the actual video of the shooting, but I saw the video of the aftermath where the people were kind of cursing the police out, saying, you know, why did you shoot her? Blah, blah, blah. But the way they described it, it was like, said that the police just basically got out the car and didn't really get too much of the story, just unloaded, you know, almost, not immediately, but pretty fast, you know, before they could find out too much. Did you hear something else?
I heard basically that the girl that's no longer with us actually was getting ready to use the knife on one of her assailants.
Okay.
You know, so I think that might have gave the police cause that she. But even then, the thing of it is, what I'm getting at, she's 16 years old. She was 16 years old. You mean to tell me?
I keep hearing different stories. I keep hearing 15.
Yeah.
Too. But I don't know either way.
But either way, the thing of it is, and then too, I've seen pictures of the girl. She was a bigger girl. Like, she wasn't like fat. She was just, you know, she was, you know, a bigger kid. Older. Yeah, she was like a bigger kid. But that still shouldn't get, like, this is a female.
Right.
Like, if you're going to shoot and I can hear arguments, oh, well, you got to do this. Like, hit, take the knife out of her hand.
Right.
Y'all should be trained in that.
Yeah.
Just take the knife out of her hand.
I mean, she can't do but so much. You know what I mean? If you ain't close to her, she can't get you with the knife. And then
on top of that, she dropped dropped the knife.
That's what I heard. I heard she dropped the knife, and yet they still shot her. So it's like, what the fuck was she? How was she a threat to you?
Yeah, it's not justified, man.
It's crazy, man. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I really don't get it.
But I think the reason why they might have done this, to be honest with you, like, and when I mean I'm talking about the media. I think they twisted this because with the reaction of the Derek Chauvin case, I don't know why it is when I say Chauvin in case, it's like Chauvin and Chase. I don't know. Freudian slip. But anyway, with that case, with him being pretty much, you know, sentenced, maybe the narrative, maybe what they're trying to do is spin it again, like to get black people agitated again, but then get white people who say, see, this is why we need police, because you don't know the whole story, this and this and this. It's like, man, this is fucked up.
I don't know, man, but I'm definitely going to do some more research on it, but, you know, I also keep hearing there's also always stories where when white people get arrested, they don't have this issue.
I don't know. You know, I mean, there was one. I think there was one video. Guy in the park. They had police. Now, granted, they had police everywhere, but they were spread out. You know what I'm saying? They were spread out. They aimed for this guy's hand to knock the weapon out of his hand and arrested him.
Wow.
Now, this was a couple years ago. So, you mean to tell me you can do that, but when it comes to, and this is a white grown man.
Grown man.
So a 16-year-old black female, you should probably been able to de-escalate and disarm her with no problem. Although, I mean, she was already disarmed. She dropped the knife.
But see, with us, is shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
You know, I had to shoot. She wasn't. She wasn't. She was out of control. I had to shoot.
I fear for my
life.
life.
It's always that. But I mean, I see video after video of white people. You know what I mean? Where the police are scared of them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They'll walk up toward the police. The police is like this with the gun. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shoot you, and they're like, "Do it, do it." You know what I mean? And the police is like, "Oh,
yeah,
I ain't scared."
I'm like, come shoot. I wish we could do that shit. Cause but even before we say do, we say do.
Right.
Go.
Swiss cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. I don't get it, man. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It's life, man. But, you know, as soon as we think we got a little bit of a one step forward, we got two steps backwards. You know what I mean? So, I was kind of feeling good about the Derek Chauvin thing and thinking, okay, we got a little victory here. And then next thing you know, you hear about another person getting gunned down for no reason when it could have been de-escalated. So anyway, we'll talk more about that later. Let's give both of them, Black Rob and Ma'Khia Bryant, a moment of silence. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us.
Yeah.
Just want to pay respects, you know what I mean? So, did you have a question of the day? I wanted to ask something if you don't have anything.
Go ahead and ask, because I'm
No, you fine. So my question for the day is not necessarily hip hop based, but it's based on all of the stuff that's been happening with the killings and police brutality and all of that. So based on now that we've got this guilty verdict for Derek Chauvin, do you think we've made progress, or do you think this was a coincidence that we got the guilty verdict? You know what I mean? I don't know what to think. I do feel like it was a good step forward, but I don't know if it was coincidental or if it's really a step in progress. What do you think?
I wouldn't necessarily say progress, but I mean, I will say this: it's good to see that something that they would normally get away with go punished.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that. The justice system worked.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. So I think it was wise for them. And what I mean is, I think it's wise as a nation right now for them to throw us a bone, if you will.
Right.
Because they already got shit going on with Russia. It's already bad enough with them, prepping and doing other stuff to move and mobilize to what might be known as World War III.
World War III, yeah.
So I think right now, for them, it was like, well, let's do this. I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but what I'm saying is, let's do this. Let's, because basically we don't want a two-front war.
Right.
We don't want to have to fight Russia and then have to deal with stuff here.
And all
people, yeah. So, at least let's throw them that so they can. But again, they're trying to stir the hornets up again with the killing, with that. So, I think that's.
Yeah, it's a shame though, man. Really is. So let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think we made any progress, or do y'all think pretty much we're in the same spot we always been? You know what I mean? We'll go from there. We want to hear what y'all got to say, though. But anyway, let's jump into some birthdays real quick. Got a few from this week. So, of course, we have 420, the annual Smokers Day. And my man Killer Mike had a birthday on 420. So, happy birthday to him. Coming up tomorrow on 422, we have Machine Gun Kelly. His birthday is then.
Rap devil.
Yeah, man. DJ Drama also on 422. Bahamadia, one of the dopest MCs period in the game, on 422 as well. I really wish she would drop some new music. She hasn't dropped anything in a while. Coming up on 423, my man Tony Sunshine from the Terror Squad.
Okay.
BX. And then coming up on 424, happy birthday to Coke LaRock.
Coke, the first MC.
Yeah, man. One of
the first MC.
Yeah, one of the early pioneers of hip hop, man. So y'all need to go do some research on that man right there. And then coming up on 425, my man Jazzy Faye, a.k.a. Jazzy Fizzle. His birthday is 425, so happy birthday to all of them. We'll give them some claps and show them some appreciation. Yeah, man. Definitely. So, yeah, man. And in a little while, we're going to get into the verses, but let's talk about some new music real quick, because we got a lot of new music coming out. My man Snoop Dogg just dropped a new song. It's called Look Around. I like the song, and I like the concept, and he got a video out for it. And in the video, he's paying tribute to a lot of old classic hip hop album covers. He does one for Ice Cube. I think it was the Death Certificate album cover, where he actually puts himself in the picture. He did one for the Boogie Down Productions, where KRS is standing by the window with the gun. You know what I mean? He did Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane, where he's sitting on the throne with the girls surrounding him like he's Caesar or something. And then he did one for NWA. I think it was where you see all their faces surrounding.
Yeah, the world knows that. Oh yeah.
So that one, I believe he did that one and a couple others, but it's a dope video. Y'all should go check it out. I'll try to share it on Facebook or something.
With Snoop, man, that's one thing. Like him, and I ain't even give Eminem this, not to put them, but one thing I will say, like they definitely fans of this.
Yeah,
they students of the game, and like they just, what I'm saying, they give credit where credit is due. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to see that. But yeah, it's just it's really cool. Especially,
excuse me,
and the climate that we're in and everything going on. I think, I think that's dope. And,
yeah, man.
And giving the flowers now, man, because it's
absolutely,
yeah, man. This is good.
That was like the main theme of that verse. Is they kept talking about that the whole night. You need to give your favorite rappers their flowers right now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man.
Don't wait until they're gone. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I respect that too, because it's just like, yeah, man. I mean, I'm not saying like, and I know what they're saying. They're not saying like, yo, go ride the, we need you to ride the dick,
right?
Dick ride. Nah, they just saying like, look, I mean, you look on that stage, man. DJ Cool is like 60.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was 60, 62.
Yep.
Look good, by the way.
Man.
You
don't even look. That's why they pointed that out. So that was dope, man.
62. K Solo, like, what in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, but they still rocking the crowd, rocking the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let me give
absolutely.
Them,
you gotta get some claps for that.
But yeah, anyway, you still talking about some more. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a few more tracks. We got my man Redman. He just dropped a new song called 80 Bars, where he just rhymes straight 80 bars, and I mean he killed it. That song is worthy of a lyrical breakdown right there, man.
All right.
It's a dope song. Yeah, he got a video out for it and everything. So they promoted it at the end of the verses. So if y'all didn't see it, y'all need to go check it out. It's on YouTube. So. Now, while they were there, some new music that they spoke about in the verses, I don't know if any of y'all caught this, but DJ Scratch said him and RZA got a whole album out they've been working on.
Oh, shit.
DJ Scratch and RZA. Because RZA came out there. He was one of the special guests in the verses. Matter of fact, he was the first one to come out. And he was like, before you go, you want to tell them the good news? And it was like, yeah, DJ Scratch and RZA, we've been working on the album. We got a bunch of tracks.
That's like EPMD,
right?
Wu-Tang.
Exactly.
That shit's fucking crazy.
I was like, yo, this is that's gonna be magnificent right there.
Bomb to that.
So
shit,
I'm excited about that. And then also they threw out that Red and Meth are gonna do Black Album 3. So I'm ready for that as well. The Black Album is one of those classic albums. The second one was good, but it wasn't. I don't think it was as good as the first one. But it was still good.
Yeah.
And then also Redman talked about the fact that he is about to drop Muddy Waters 2. So if y'all know Redman, Muddy Waters was one of his classic albums. So everybody been kind of waiting for this one. He been talking about this one for like 5 years now.
When you see a bitch on the ground, what the fuck are you gonna do? Pick it up, pick it up.
Right.
Do. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
God, boy.
I think that was around either 99 or 2000, was it? Somewhere in that area. Was it 97?
Yes, sir.
I know, it was somewhere back
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's a classic right there. He did like a...
North, south, east, west.
Man. He
breaking it down, killing it.
He did like a Muddy Waters mixtape one time. A Muddy Waters like mixtape maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for the new music, man. That's just some stuff to look forward to. What up, Reggie Reg? I see you out there, man. R2G2 in the building. Yeah, man.
always there.
Yeah, man. The man responsible for our dope intro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Well, you can hear it on our YouTube videos. You don't really hear it on Facebook or Instagram. But when I download everything to YouTube, I always add it in there so everybody can kind of hear it when they go back for the replays.
Yep.
So we appreciate you on that, man. And if you're looking for some dope beats, man, this man got it all. You know what I mean? He universal. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
My man's in the building.
Yeah, you can do the hip hop joint, you can do the reggae joint, R&B, neon soul, rock, whatever you need to do. Hell, you can do some spoken word.
You know,
if you want to do elevator music, my man Reg got you.
He might even get them country beats.
Yeah, he might even go on the back porch. Goddamn, man.
You know. I'm sure he got a little something to everything in his arsenal.
Yeah,
because he always posting music and whatnot on Instagram. So anyway, let's get into some topics, man. Let's talk about the verses, man, because that was my favorite thing.
Like I said, one thing I'm gonna say is with the week that we had was, last Saturday we had X passing.
Right.
This Saturday had Black Rob passing. We had all, Dante White passing. We had all this stuff going on.
Yep. And now Ma'Khia Bryant.
Yeah. This was needed.
Yeah.
This was needed just to, get your mind off stuff, man. And, what I'm saying? It was really needed. It was good to see. But yeah, I only saw the second half. So go ahead and tell me about the first half, because I only saw I was in on the tail end of the first.
Yeah.
And then I caught, I think, the rest of the second.
They let me see. They went for about almost 3 hours. It started about 8:20, 8:25. It was supposed to start at 8, but they always kind of start a little late. So it was somewhere around 8:20, 8:25. But Redman did his classic hardcore from EPMD, the song that actually put him in the game. Yeah, man, hardcore to make the brothers act cool. That song is a classic, you know what I mean? And that group EPMD, man, they just monumental in hip hop, man. They're giants. So I'm glad. And then of course they made an appearance. Also, pretty much the whole Def Squad except my man Jamal. He didn't get to make an appearance, but you had Keith Murray came out at one time. Keith Murray came out twice, actually. He came out once by himself, and then once when the Def Squad came out there as a whole. K Solo came out and did the song he did with Redman. I forget the name of it, the way they go back and forth. Method Man did a lot of his stuff from his old albums. He did What the Blood Clot. I don't know if you remember that one. All I hear is gunshots. Can I touch something? What the Blood Clot? Niggas want to cow, make it happen. You know my fucking style, fuck the rapping. We could take it back to 85 if you want to start acting like you live. That's a classic right there. RZA killed that beat. What else did he do? He did Bring the Pain.
Oh,
you know he had to do that. Man, listen. He did the joint he did with Biggie, the what?
Oh, yeah, he had to do that. Oh, don't tell me, did they do Phenomenal? Because they were both on that shit. With him and Big. Of course, Big was gone.
I can't remember. They might have, but I can't remember. But they kind of made it more like a concert, man. They were just throwing so much music at you. It wasn't like a my turn, your turn. They did that sometime. Yeah. But for the most part, they would just play music and both of them would just rap their part. They did a lot of the stuff from the Black Album. They did Serial Killer from the Black Album. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know that one.
Yeah, I had to go back. Yeah, I had to go back and listen to the Black Album. I definitely got to do my homework on that.
That was one of my favorites right there, man. So yeah, they did a lot, man. But in the beginning, it was mostly just Red and Meth. It wasn't until the second half till you really started seeing a lot of guest appearances. But you did have K Solo in the beginning, and Keith Murray, and RZA came out. No, matter of fact, RZA was the first one to come out, and then Keith Murray, then K Solo, and then more so probably what you saw, EPMD eventually came out.
I ain't gonna lie, when they did the hang, well, my man Scratch did it right. So hey, I need you to do this part,
right,
nigga. Yo, when that happened, I was like, and then like to see Perry Smith with the the bucket hat. Yeah. I was bugging. I was like,
exactly. I was losing my shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I knew what he was talking about. As soon as he said, Redman, I need you to do this intro right, I was like, he gotta be talking about my shit. I didn't even know for sure, but I was like, he gotta be talking about Headbanger because there's no intro that Redman did like that one. And when he said Negroes, I was like, oh shit. That was crazy. But I didn't know EPMD was gonna still come out though, because I knew they had already showed K Solo.
And they did the whole song. Right. And that was great.
Yeah,
man.
They had already shown K Solo, so I'm like, okay, they're gonna be maybe they're gonna bring K Solo out, but then EPMD came out. I was like, oh shit. Y'all niggas trying to kill me right now.
Man, that was great. Hip hop needed that, and it was great. And also, it was great to see the Wu when they did, Triumph. They did, what I'm saying?
Atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these. Man, listen, I could quote them lyrics all day, man. And I like how he gave Inspector Deck his flowers on that, man.
It's like, one of my favorite MCs all the time. I'm going to always say my top 5. Inspector Deck.
I was like, yes, sir. Inspector Deck, no, he the man. You know what I mean? I've done at least one lyrical breakdown on him, if not more than one. I know I've done one from what he did with Czarface. And MF Doom and all of that, man. But yeah, so that was dope. But yeah, who they had? They had Inspector Deck. They had Capadonna, RZA.
Yeah.
Who else? Was it anybody else? That seemed like it was somebody else too. They played ODB's part. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
They played ODB's part. You know what I mean? So at first, when they played Triumph, I thought they were just gonna do ODB's part. You know what I mean? And then go into rap method. Yeah. But that was dope, man. You know what it would have been dope? They would have had ODB's son just come and do his part. Because he looks so much like him. He spit that dude out, man. That's his mirror right there.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it was a great versus, man. Especially when all the guest stars, man. You know what I mean? And you got almost the whole Wu-Tang, the Def Squad, you know what I mean? Between those two, man, they killed that whole show, man.
Also, it was great for them to do, do the memorial for X and Black Rob, and I actually thought about our little verses when they played the grand finale.
Oh,
I was like, remember that? I was like, what am I cursed to remember that shit, nigga?
I was like,
you come with a Rough Rider joint. Right. I came up like, let me throw this on right here, the belly shit.
Yeah, man. You got me with that one. That was a classic right there, man. Yeah, man. Redman did his verse from Full Cooperation, which was a Def Squad song. That was one of the early ones he did, probably before you got to see it. Yeah. That's a classic, you know what I mean? That was him, Eric Sermon, and Keith Murray. I need your full cooperation and total attention. Here's a few things I've got to mention. These rappers out here think they're so appealing. Now, step to your business and hurt your feelings. That was the hook by Keith Murray. He did the whole hook. But yeah, man. So Redman did that. But yeah, man, it was just dope, man. It was just a good time, man. It was like, I like the fact that they kind of made it like a concert, you know what I mean? It was just really a lot of freestyling going on where they just let DJ Scratch play whatever he wanted. They did have some stuff playing, because you can tell they had like the Headbanger playing. Stuff like that. But they had a lot of stuff where they was like, you just play whatever you want and we'll rap to it. There was one that Method Man did where he was like, I don't even remember this verse. So
that was the Mike's Amends joint. I remember that because he was kind of like shouting out all the bands and stuff and putting them like, that was dope. But he's like, the reason why he don't remember it because he only did it one time and they took it.
Yeah, man. So that was good, man. I really liked it. You know what I mean? So I really I'm glad that we got to do it. But I will say, we were just talking about this. They didn't get the numbers I think that they deserve. You know what I mean? Because like on the Ray and Ghostface, they had like 400,000, almost 500,000.
They didn't really have as many guests,
right?
Either.
They had some guests.
I mean, they had
not
some,
many,
but
like
not as many.
So,
like shit, man, you gotta think about it, man. These motherfuckers gave you DJ Scratch, RZA.
Yeah,
they gave you Capadonna, Inspector Deck, and then the whole goddamn hit squad. EPMD.
It couldn't have been
dude.
You know, only ones that was missing was DOS Effects. That would have been
man. That'd have been crazy. Whew. Man, the damn stage would catch on fire.
So yeah, man, that was so dope, man. I'm you know, they got the next one coming up as an R&B one that's Escape and
SWV,
right?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I like I said, I kind of have. I'm not too familiar with Escape too much. I mean, I know they got some songs that I probably heard, but you know, SWV is a force to be reckoned with. So
yeah,
I'm kind of got my bias on that. But hey, Escape might surprise
Escape
me.
got some. They got some hits, but SWV to me is a little bit better. So Escape got a couple of good hits. So but yeah, so we'll see, man. And you know, we got more verses. They said they got some surprise verses coming up, and they got one that's supposed to be a rematch coming up. I don't know who, they haven't said, but
2 Chainz and Rick Ross.
Right, it could be, because I mean, both of them got a lot more songs that didn't get played.
So
I can see that.
Ross killed his ass. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, Ross is
Woo! Ross killed. Yeah, Ross killed him. When he put on that Lord, he put on that shit like, yep.
It was a rap, you know what I mean? Yeah, Ross was like, you know, he was on his boss man shit. 2 Chainz, he good, but you know, he ain't got to that level.
Nah, he got some bars. I just think like when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, there's certain things that he, you know, certain things he does. Like, I mean, he's got it. 2 Chainz is good for him to do, like, because he did a song with like De La Soul.
Yeah.
Like back in 2016.
I do think that when it comes to bars, I do think that they're pretty much equal, because they both got bars, but I think that Ross just got more hits behind him. He got a better catalog, so he got more of a head start than 2 Chainz. You know what I mean?
And then 2 Chainz, one thing I give to him, he really has an interesting palette of like collaborating with different people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's collaborated with Eminem,
Royce.
Yeah.
He's actually done, you know, like the backpacks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Used to be down with Ludacris.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like he has a pretty good palette.
I still don't know what the hell happened to that with him and Ludacris. Like, did they have a falling out?
Luda.
You know what I mean? I don't know how that happened, but anyway, man, that Red and Meth versus is probably on YouTube somewhere, so y'all should go back and check that out, because they had some real classic moments in there, man. So I was really happy with that. Anything else you want to say about the Red and Meth versus?
Man, like I said, man, we needed that, boy.
Yeah, man.
After the week we had.
Right, exactly.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's been a rough week, man. Want to announce there's a new podcast coming out. This is going to be a collaboration of Dave Chappelle, Talib Kweli, and Yasin Bey, aka Mos Def. So let's give a clap up to that. You know what I mean? Those are people I would like to hear from. You know what I mean? Especially Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle got a good, sharp mind on him. So I really like, you know, even if you don't agree with everything he says, dude is sharp as a tack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's good, like I was saying, like if for him to really, not necessarily, because you can't cancel Dave. He's not. I don't think he's going to be irrelevant. I don't think you can make him irrelevant.
Right.
But to kind of just put himself more out there.
Right.
Into like the, you know, into the, I guess what you would say, like the stratosphere. I guess. Put it out there to the people. I think people will start to kind of get an understanding, you know, of what he is.
Yeah.
And, you know, and also it's great for like Mos Def and Talib, because, you know, one thing I will say about, you know, Dave Chappelle, when he did the show, he really looked out for those guys.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's really good.
That was the best part of his show, man.
Yeah.
He put a lot of hip-hop acts in there.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, I love that about him. And I remember the little movie he did. What was it called? The Block Party? Remember
I
that?
got that post. I never got a chance to watch it.
That was dope.
But
it was dope. Because, I mean, he basically just put on a freaking concert with I think it was like what was it, the Roots. I think he had Jill Scott up there.
Yeah,
a lot of Philly groups,
like a lot of the Neo
Soul,
the whole Aquaritones, which is the Aquaritones movement. That one that they call themselves
Aquarius.
It was like Aquaritones or something like that.
Yeah. Not Equimini.
No, that's
I don't know. Shit.
That's okay.
But but it's Aquarium something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. But you should go back and watch it. It's very well put together, and I like how Dave Chappelle really just let them do their thing. You know what I mean? So I want to really quick.
What platform will that be on? The Dave Chappelle before? I'm
Block
sorry.
Party.
No. The new podcast.
Oh, I didn't catch it. I didn't even catch the name of it. I just saw that it was gonna be them three, so I was just like, okay.
So remember, we said it here first, and remember, watch us, then watch them. All right? Yeah. Don't be sneaking off like, fuck them niggas over there. So
watch us first.
Watch us first. If you don't, I'm gonna come to your house. All right, you don't want me up in there, right?
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna be nice about them either. All you food, I'm gonna slap your dog.
Right.
I'm gonna take a piss on your stuff. I'm gonna kill all you weeds and shit. I'm gonna shit on your couch.
Right.
And then I'm gonna tell you to clean it up. And then I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna say like, share, and subscribe.
Right. Leave a note that says like, share, subscribe. Don't forget like, share.
Don't forget like, share, and subscribe.
But yeah, man. So, but yeah, we'll find out more about that podcast because I think it's gonna be good. I'm sure it'll be wherever you can find your favorite podcast.
Yeah.
Probably be like on Apple and all of that stuff, But yeah. So anyway, we got to talk about the Derek Chauvin thing and the Ma'Khia Bryant thing a little bit, but I just want to take another moment just to kind of acknowledge my man Black Rob. You know what I mean? He incredible artist. You know what I mean? From what I heard, Diddy really tried to look out for him over the years. They didn't really say how, but a friend of his kind of spoke up and said Diddy was trying to help. But it's kind of weird. It's like, what was it that he was trying to do? If this man was so-called homeless, you know what I mean, and struggling with medical issues, I mean, what exactly did you offer? Because I mean, if he's homeless, give him a room where you stay or something. You know what I mean? This has been one of your artists that helped you make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really.
I
mean, that's the thing, man. Basically, man, going back to listen to Life Story.
Yeah.
I mean, it was clear that this man was going to be the next Biggie.
Right.
It was clear that's what they were pushing for. And on top of that, like you said, man, kind of like with DMX saving Def Jam.
Right.
He kind of saved Bad Boy because at the same time, like they didn't have, because Puffy really kind of, like everybody that was there, they were either leaving, they died, or whatever he touched, it just went to shit.
Yeah.
So,
and that was the thing. Puffy just couldn't hold on to no artist. I mean, and it's always a money thing with Puff. You know what I mean? So it's always some kind of contractual, you owe me money thing with Puff. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why the Locks had beef with him. Yeah. I think Mace had issues with him and money. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of artists like that probably had the same issue. So I don't know, man. But I'm glad that I still give him credit for trying to help. I just wonder what exact trying to kind of help did you offer?
I mean, that could be anything. Hell,
right.
I can say I helped you, but I gave you $1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, or I said, I gave him help, and I gave him like 50 cents.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what he did.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's what he did. I'm just saying that's what you.
But yeah, it was just weird that his friend was just really trying to emphasize that, Puff did try to help a lot over the years. He was like, he did try to help a lot. And I'm like, but the man is homeless.
I wonder how much did he pay them to say that?
Right. That's what I was
like. That's what I was.
I'm like, there's no way. I mean, when you saw the video of Black Rob when he was halfway sick, one of the first things he said was, I don't have no place to live. It's just me and my mans. We trying to get something together. We got a little apartment, but we ain't really got no place. So I'm like, okay, if that's the first thing out of his mouth, that should have been one of the main things you try to do for this man.
Yeah, at least give him a little something. I mean, the thing of it is, you got the way, especially the way housing is.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to say New York, you can do like tiny houses or something like that, but I mean, there's definitely like a property that he probably could have went upstate, got him a real property, and put like a little house on it and be like, here you go. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or moved them down. Actually, probably better and cheaper. We moved them down south.
Right.
Like, hey, man, we got this. We got a little. It's a small, tiny house or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's a solid. You man can live here. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? I got you for a couple of months, and then I got to do. So yeah, man. Yeah, he could have done better with that. I mean, and don't get me wrong. At the same time, like I can't like. A grown man shouldn't be responsible for another grown man,
right?
Where he lives. I have to, say that. But at the same time, like if that man also helped you catapult to where you at, just give him a little solid. I
mean, that one song, "Whoa," was an instant hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many remixes got?
Exactly. It was like, come on, man. So it's like, you could have done more. I don't know. I just feel like he could have done more. But I heard that he's paying for the funeral. That Puff is paying for the funeral. So I'll give him some credit for that.
Let's clap that up. Let's clap that up. Let's clap that up. Yeah, funeral costs, boy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because funerals is out of pocket these days, man. Boy. But all right, well, I just wanted to give a minute for Black Rob, just to give him some, flowers and whatnot. And, just to say, he was a dope artist. And, you know what I mean? I really wanted to hear more music from him. I don't know more about that backstory, but maybe we'll hear more about it one of these days.
Yeah, I looked into the Spotify, even though I don't really suggest Spotify because those artists don't really get the royalties like that.
Right.
But, he had several albums. But
I only knew of 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did he have more than 2?
He had quite a bit.
Okay, so he did.
I mean, it wasn't like a whole, you know what I'm saying, but he had quite a bit. Like I said, I would have to go back.
Yeah.
I just wanted to listen to I went back because I didn't get a chance to really get life stories. So I went back and checked that life story just to get the feel of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. So rest in peace to Black Rob, man. Dope artist, you know what I mean? Really hate that he had to die at such a young age because, we need to do better with our health, but I'm sure, there's also some financial issues that probably didn't really help him as much either, you know what I mean? So, but, as Black people, we do need to do better with our health, you know what I mean? I know for one, I'm always up and down, I'll do good for a while and then I'll slack off and do good and then slack off, so we got to get to that even keel. You know what I mean? So, it's hard, but we can do it. You know what I mean? So,